We are back now celebrating Hispanic and Latin American Heritage Month with actress Eva Mendes. She has a new children's book called Desi, Mami, and the Never-Ending Worries. Welcome. Great to see you here.
Hi, thank you, George.
Tell us about the book.
Well, it's a buddy story about this little girl named Desi and her brain. And Desi has these never-ending worries. I have them as well. And she tries to work with her brain to kind of like, you know, make sure it's not being a bully to her by sending all these negative thoughts her way, and that it's being like a BFF to her. And so it's about that relationship.
Oh, I am so glad you're doing this. You know, so many kids are dealing with anxiety right now, and that bully brain.
And that bully brain, yeah, thank you. It's just one of those things that, like, I don't know, once I named it a bully, like that your brain could be a bully to you, sending you all these crazy thoughts and down a spiral. It helped me deal with my children, or helped me help them deal with their anxiety. And by naming it and going like, hey, that's not you. Don't believe everything you think. That's not you. That's just your brain on overdrive.
And this is available in both English and Spanish?
Yeah, it was really important for me. I'm Cuban American. I'm first generation. I made it. Yeah, it was very important to me growing up in a very Latin household and speaking Spanish and the whole thing. I was like, we need this. Especially because my parents are so old school. My father and my mother were raised in Cuba. And I asked them, I'm like, did you guys ever like talk to your family?
Tough it out.
They're like, yeah, exactly. They're like, talk. Oh my God. I'm like, what? So I want to open up dialogue and promote conversation.
So what do your daughters think about it?
Oh, they love it. I think they love it. They're very harsh critics, though. Like at first, they've seen it in every incarnation, but at first they were just like, and I was like, no, I hear you. They're good. But the other day, George, I got really excited. This is a true story, not a talk show story. This is real.
Glad you have that disclaimer. All the stuff we say is real.
Yeah. No, my little girl who just turned 10 was having a hard time, and I swear to you, I walk into her room, she's reading the book.
Wow.
So I go into, and I'm like, right, crying mom, crying mom, crying mom. But anyway, that really got to me.
Now, is it also true that their interest in Barbie helped influence Ryan's Ken?
100%. And their disinterest in Ken. They had so many Barbies. It was more their disinterest in Ken. They had like one Ken to like 25 Barbies, no joke. And yeah, it was like, you know, be like, oh, go get your toys, time to pick up, girls, come on. They'd always leave Ken out there. All their Barbies are like, you know, perfectly placed, and Ken would be out in the dirt. So.
My girls were too old for Bluey, but I imagine yours must have loved you showing up on an episode of Bluey.
Yeah, that was big. That was big. I was a yoga instructor on Bluey. Thank you for acknowledging that. There are no small actors. There are just, what is it, small roles? No, small roles. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I had one line, and it killed in my household, so.
So you took some time off from acting to help raise your children when they were little.
Yeah.
You think of getting back to it?
I don't know. If if there's interesting roles. I kind of like, I left at a time where, you know, it was also like, 10 years ago. I kind of felt like I did it, you know. I was like, I just worked with Ryan Gosling. He was like the best, and I had such a, I don't know, it was such a high off my career to work with him and what we created together that I was like, this is a good time to like Seinfeld it and just walk out. So who knows?
Well, a lot of people are going to learn from this book, and a lot of people are going to enjoy it. Desi, Mami, and the Never-Ending Worries. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, George.
Book is out right now.